If you've ever looked at your life and thought, man, I'm hustling, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but deep down, you know you're not really building a life that fits who you are on the inside, then this video is for you. Because by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot the places you've been shrinking your real talents and gifts. And one simple way to start moving back toward the life you're actually called to live. My name is Travis Robinson. Restart and Rise is my 30-day journey of rebuilding my life from the inside out, so you can rebuild yours on a stronger foundation. So every day I'm telling the truth about one moment that exposed my foundation, so you can see yourself in it and start your own restart too. So today is day 3 of this journey, and today is about the quiet way we play small, how we bury our gifts, call it being humble, and then wonder why we're making a living but not a life. I want to take you back to a Sunday morning in church. Small sanctuary, family faces, a mix of hymn books, perfume, and that old wood in the air. I'm standing up front with my saxophone. This is my moment, special music. The band is behind me. My dad is up on the pulpit. The church is settled in. I start playing. At first, I keep it simple, melody straight, nothing extra. Then I start to feel it. I add a little run, then another one. Then I lean into the notes. I close my eyes and I start letting the song move through me. For the first time that morning, I can feel the room leaning in. And for a few seconds, I'm not just a preacher's kid with a horn. I'm alive. I'm in my lane. Then I see my dad move. He steps back up to the pulpit, leans into the mic, and in that church voice says, "All right, son, that's good enough. That's enough, Travis Jr. Amen." The church laughs, claps, chuckles it off. I smile, nod, and I bring the song to an early end. On the outside of me, it looks harmless. Just a dad making sure things don't get too out of control. But on the inside, here's what I heard. Don't do all that. Don't show off. Don't go too far. It's okay to play, just don't really play. And when you hear that enough times, you don't just turn the volume down on your instrument. You start turning the volume down on yourself. Back then, I didn't have language for any of this. I wasn't standing there thinking, oh, this is why I play small later. I'm just now looking back, realizing how many moments like that trained me to shrink. Fast forward to high school. Different setting, same wiring. I wasn't on a church stage anymore. I was on the quad, in the gym, on the mic, at the rallies. They literally made me rally commissioner because I could bring people together, jocks, band kids, the quiet kids, the cool kids, the nerds, the ones who felt invisible. Somehow when I grabbed the mic, everybody belonged. Nobody felt small in my presence. I'd hype the crowd up, get everybody chanting, laughing, moving as one. Back then, I just thought, okay, this is fun. This is cool. This is a high school thing. Cool title, cool moments, nothing deeper. I didn't see it as a calling. I saw it as just a phase. Almost 20, 25 years later, a friend of mine from high school reached out and said, Travis, you have no idea how much it meant that you always saw me. You were popular, but when you noticed me, I felt special. I felt seen. Thank you. 25 years later, she was still caring how it felt to be seen. And that's when, looking back, it hit me. Even when I thought it was just high school, the gift was already there. The thing in me that comes alive with the mic in my hand, that wants to pull the lonely person into the circle, that wants to put words to what people feel but don't know how to say, that wasn't ego, that was design. And I can't help but ask myself now, if that's the impact from a few minutes in a high school gym, how many more people could I have helped, encouraged to be seen? If I hadn't spent so many years shrinking, hiding, and playing small. Now let me turn this back to you, because this is not really about me. It is about you. You have your version of that Mally mic. You have that version of that rally mic. Your version of that thing you do where people feel seen, safe, helped, and alive around you. You might not be a speaker or a musician. Your gift might be building things with your hands. You're in a cubicle right now, but you come alive in a garage with some tools, or out in the field solving problems face to face. You might be a woman with degrees on your wall, a title, a hefty salary, but when you're honest, your heart lights up when you're with the kids or serving in your community. And you've been scared to even admit that you'd rather lean into that, because today's world might call that wasting your education. You might be that man or woman whose gift isn't a big stage at all. It's your home. Some people are genuinely gifted at being a present husband or present wife or a pillar parent who creates safety, job, and stability for their family. But because that doesn't come with applause or a fancy LinkedIn title, you downplay it. You chase the next promotion, the next hustle, the next thing that looks good on paper, while the one place you're truly gifted gets your leftovers. And here's the thing, you're not doing yourself any justice, and you're not doing the people around you any justice by walking away from who you really are or being ashamed of what you're good at. You were brought into this world because there is something you can do the way only you can do it. That gift is in you. It might not be a big stage. It might be a living room. It could be a classroom. It could be a small shop. It could be a camera and a phone, a notebook and a friend. But when you spend years dodging it, saying yes to any job, any hustle, any opportunity, just to keep the money moving, there is a cost. You don't just feel empty. The people you were meant to bless never get the full version of you. If any of this is hitting you in the chest, I want you to be honest for a second. Where did you learn to shrink? Was it a parent, a coach, a teacher, a pastor, a friend who made you feel like you were too much or too little? When you were just being you, what part of you still feels dangerous to show? Even though deep down, you know it's a gift, it's a talent. And where in your life right now are you making a living, but not a life? Taking any job, any hustle, just to keep the money moving while the thing that actually fits who you are sits on the shelf. You don't have to blast this on social media. You don't have to announce to your whole house, I'm changing. In fact, don't. Just start being it. When it changes, it's real in your heart, and the people around you will feel it. You won't have to sell it. You'll just have to live it. So here's one small step you can take today. I want you to grab a notebook or the notes app on your phone. At the top right, the part of me I keep hiding. Then answer 2 questions. What is the gift? That's question number 1. Speaking, leading, creating, serving, building, encouraging, caring, teaching, nurturing. Whatever it is, put a name on it. And number 2, one small safe way you can use it this week. Not a 5-year plan, not quitting your job tomorrow, just one step. Share a story with a friend. Raise your hand once in a meeting. Offer to help where you usually stay quiet. Be fully present for one night with your family on purpose. Because you know being present is actually your gift. Don't worry about stages. Just practice not turning yourself down to make everybody else more comfortable. So if this resonates with you, drop this in the comments. I play small when and you fill in the blank. You don't have to give the whole backstory. Just name the spot. And if somebody came to mind while you were listening, a friend, a coworker, a sibling who looks confident on the outside, but you can tell they're hiding their real self, send this to them. Let it be an invitation, not judgment. Once you realize you've been shrinking your gifts and your talents and your dreams, the next question is, what did I run to instead? For me, a lot of that showed up in all the jobs and hustles I've had. Working harder, stacking side hustles, chasing more instead of being more. In day 4, I'm going to talk about how always hustling cost me intimacy at home with my wife and my children, and why being the one who gets it done is not the same as being the pillar your people can actually lean on. Let's restart. Let's rise together one day at a time. And I hope this message has been able to help somebody. Thank you.